Welcome to your 2025 Year Ahead Astrology Forecast for all 12 signs. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this year's astrological forecast with you. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. If you're new here, welcome. You can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who've been following me, thank you for your support and for sharing your journey with me. As we step into 2025, there's these universal energies that are promising a transformative year that's going to be filled with opportunities for growth, for reflection, and for our alignment. This year, we're going to be stepping into a new future as we navigate through these powerful planetary ingresses, eclipses, and these retrogrades that are going to help shape our path that's going to be in these profound ways into the next chapter of our lives. Whether you're seeking clarity in your personal journey or relationships or career, or just wanting to understand these planetary influences, this can help you to harness the energy in order to help you manifest your highest potential. In this forecast, I'm going to guide you to the key astrological events for the year, offering insights that are tailored to each sign, from dynamic Mars retrograde phases into the powerful shifts of the eclipses. You're going to gain the tools of how to flow with the universe's rhythms and plan ahead with confidence. Let's explore how the universe will support and challenge you for 2025, helping you to stay aligned with your soul's purpose for every step of the way. Offerings this month. Join my Patreon community for exclusive astrology content, because as a member, you're going to gain access to ad-free videos, early forecasts, monthly live and tarot astrology Zoom sessions. It's the perfect space if you're ready to dive deeper into the celestial currents that can guide your life. Go to the link below in the description and explore all the membership tiers and benefits. I have a special for Capricorn season, your birthday and your personalized solar return reading at a special rate. Use the code Capricorn10 at checkout to enjoy this limited time discount. Schedule your appointment today and discover what the universe has in store for you for your year ahead. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday here on Zoom at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reserve your spot and get in the queue. Spaces fill up fast, so be sure to sign up using the link below. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you, helping you to navigate your unique journey. So let's dive in. For Gemini rising, 2025 is going to be a year that focuses on expanding your horizons and self-discovery and a realignment and redefining your beliefs. The planetary movements this year are going to emphasize areas of travel and relationships, career, spirituality, and your personal values. I want to start with the eclipses and talk about how we are in the middle of a cycle, like ending a cycle and starting anew. You are going to have a total lunar eclipse on March 14th in the sign of Virgo. Now, for you, this will be an endings, culminations, closures that have to do with your fourth house of home, family, roots, foundation. This is the beginning of this next chapter of your life where Virgo is going to be emphasized. And so there's going to be some kind of closure or culmination. On March 29th, you're going to have a solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. So this is where we are overlapping and ending. So solar brings new, fresh start, clean slate, new beginning, like a realignment of the direction. And it'll have to do with your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and where do you want to go, and what do you want to do, and who do you align with in order to make this happen. And then on September 7th, you're going to have a lunar eclipse, removing people, places, and things in the sign of Pisces. And this is where things are going to get interesting, because now we have the top of your chart, your job, your career, your responsibilities, your reputation, opposing home, family, roots, foundation. And then on September 21st, you're going to have a solar eclipse of bringing something new, a realignment of in the sign of Virgo at the bottom of your chart, something that has to do with home and the foundation of creating. Of this could be real estate, property, traditions, landscape. It's anything in which it's the basis of your where you began, like your home. Now in 2025, The Pisces Virgo, so home and career areas of your life, this axis, it's really going to emphasize the balance between spirituality and practicality. Pisces is a mutable water sign. At the top of your chart, it's highlighting themes of career and job with spiritual growth and compassion and creative inspiration, urging these deep connections to your intuition, the collective empathy, your dreams, and where you want to go, what you want to do. Now, on the other hand, Virgo is an earth sign, and it's mutable, and it focuses on health and service and organization, and it encourages a refinement of your day-to-day routines and your practical contributions that have to do with building a solid foundation, an emotional foundation, or a physical home. Now, these eclipses, they offer these opportunities for inner exploration while fostering these tangible improvements in your well-being, in your efficiency. These eclipses, they offer these opportunities for inner exploration, all while fostering tangible improvements within your life, within your well-being, your efficiency, inviting this harmonious integration of your imagination and the structure in which you're going to build your home or your life upon. And so the theme has already started in 2024 with the last eclipse cycle, but it's going to blend into and become magnified with the themes of the outer planets shifting in 2025. Now, as we look at the first, I want to bring in Mars. Now, Mars also, it started its retrograde cycle on December 6th, and it'll be retrograde until February 23rd. So this also has already started, but the energy is blending in or bleeding into 2025 and the theme of what am I working on. And so for you, Mars is the planet of action and passion and drive. It's about being assertive, and it rules your ambitions and your impulses. And so the focus becomes on communication, learning, my interactions. What do I need for security? My skill set, my cash, my property, my resources. And so when Mars stations retrograde, it will first go through your third house of communication, and then it's going to dip into your second house. Now, Mars retrograde, in its forward momentum, it's slowing down, it's allowing for a reflection. Remember, Mars wants to cut and sever and move forward, and so it becomes internal when it's retrograde. I don't think of any planetary movement as ever being all good or all bad. I look at it as a time to reflect and adjust. And so this is allowing a reflection on how do you handle energy, your assertiveness, conflict, the way that you communicate. Now, for you, encouraging your finances, your resources, your close communication. This is literally putting all of your money and your resources out and saying, what can I work with? Mars retrograde first within your second house of your money, your personal values, and your material possessions. It's related to your self-worth, your financial habits, and what you value the most. And so during this retrograde, you might feel the urge to reconsider your spending habits or your earning methods, or even things that you hold value in this lifetime. It's going to be a time that you're going to want to re-examine your financial priorities and assess if they align with your true values. This can also be a reevaluation of your skill set. When Mars is retrograding in your third house, the focus becomes on your communication. So you're going to start off with, how am I communicating? Learning, relationship with siblings and neighbors and close friends. This could be going back and finishing a class or a workshop or reviewing some material. You might encounter these challenges or need to revisit past issues with how you communicate, in the form of which you communicate, especially if that involves short trips, local community, any of these interactions or classes or workshops. Now, questions that you can ask yourself: are my financial habits aligned with my true values? How can I improve my communication with those people that are close to me? This retrograde is going to allow for this powerful insight into your money management and your communications that need refining. On March 1st, Venus is going to station retrograde. Now, the focus is now going to shift to my social networks, my goals, friendship, and then it's going to back up into your career, your reputation, because she's going to start off in the sign of Aries and then she's going to dip into your career sector. And so Venus, knowing that Venus rules love, beauty, money, harmony, finances, and when she moves forward, everything is easier. And then when she moves backwards, it's a reassessment of these topics. And so it's guiding you to how you relate to others in what you value. In its retrograde, it'll be a time for a deep reflection in these areas because she only stations retrograde every 18 months. Venus retrograde invites a reassessment of your relationships, your financial values, and the harmony that you experience in life. Venus begins her retrograde in the sign of Aries in your 11th house of friendships, your community networks, your involvement with others, these long-term goals. It's your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and who do you align with in order to manifest these things. And so while here, Venus is now prompting you to reflect on your social networks, your aspirations. Are the people that you surround yourself with, are they supportive with your growth? Do your goals reflect your values, or have they shifted over time? This period for you, it can reveal some imbalances within your friendships or in unaligned aspirations. Remember, the 11th house is who you network with, and you saying, I might need to think about who I am supporting, and does that feel supportive of me? As then Venus backs into the sign of Pisces, which is your 10th house of career, your public image, you might start to question your professional relationship or your career goals. Venus in the 10th house is going to urge you to evaluate whether your public image, your career choices, do they bring you fulfillment? Do they align with your personal values? Do my career goals resonate with my true self? Are my friendships supportive and aligned with my long-term goals and dreams? This retrograde period is going to be ideal for you to realign with people and projects and goals that truly fulfill your soul, your heart, your destination. I want to move forward to March 30th. On March 30th, we're now going to have Neptune moving into the sign of Aries. So you're going to notice that this is an area of your life that's just going to be totally highlighted for 2025. And so again, your social networks, your aspirations, your collective goals, who do you mix and mingle with? So Neptune represents dreams, spirituality, intuition, transcendence. It inspires compassion and creativity, but oftentimes it can blur reality with ideals. Remember, it is water. And so Neptune's slow transition into Aries, it begins this new cycle of spiritual growth, of visionary energy, with this emphasis on individuality and bold aspirations. It's Aries. And so with Neptune now moving into your 11th house, this transit's going to highlight your spiritual growth within your friendships, within your collective goals. Who do you align yourself with, like your star family? And so you might feel drawn to social or community causes that like inspire your compassion and idealism. Neptune's influence, it really encourages you to take a deep look and examine your dreams while your ideals are being held under this magnifying glass within your social circles. It's going to be an invitation for you to infuse your long-term goals with a sense of purpose that resonates with your values. You can ask yourself, what dreams do I wish to manifest within my community? Are my friendships aligned with my spiritual values? Who I align myself with and who I network with. Neptune's presence here, it's going to encourage you to build these relationships that are based on shared ideals and a shared vision for a more compassionate world. On May 24th, 2025, you're now going to have Saturn move into your 11th house, into the sign of Aries. And so the focus is now going to become social responsibility, friendships, my long-term goals. Remember that Saturn is the planet that loves structure. It's time. It's things that are built on goals or things over time. It's responsibility, it's discipline. It calls for commitment and endurance in an area that it influences. And for you, as Saturn is now moving into Aries, it's now emphasizing this area of your life of, I need to ground my social ideals. I need to take responsibility within my community and within my friendships. Saturn in this area of your life is bringing a focus on, I need to set goals that have established meaningful relationships and making commitments for long-term aspirations that I can have short, middle, and long-term goals that will last over a longer period of time. This transit may lead you to reevaluate your social connections, saying, I no longer resonate with this, or I need to resign from this group, or I just need to leave this group. Choosing friends and networks that support your growth. Saturn in this house encourages you to assess your role in the community, perhaps taking on a leadership role or committing to a social cause that aligns with your true values. You can ask yourself, what responsibilities am I ready to take on within my social circles? Are my goals realistic? And are they achievable? This transit is going to ask you to invest in friendships and community roles that provide stability for yourself and long-term satisfaction. Next, I want to take a look at June of 2025. So when we get to June, we're now going to have Jupiter. I love this. Jupiter moves into a sign once every year. So the focus for you is now going to shift to finances, values, material security, your skill set, your talents. And so Jupiter, being the planet of growth and abundance and wisdom and expansion, it brings blessings and opportunities wherever it is. And for you, Jupiter is now going to be moving into the sign of Cancer, emphasizing themes of security and family and emotional well-being, which align with you for, I need to focus and expand my financial resources, my self-worth, my material security. This is going to be an ideal time for you to consider a new income source, like a side gig, or investments that align with your core values. Jupiter's influence here, it's emphasizing generosity. It's encouraging you to share your resources or to explore ways that can cultivate abundance. You might also gain insights into how your values impact your financial decisions and your lifestyle choices for the next year. You can ask yourself, what new sources of income can I explore? How can I expand on my self-worth through my values and my resources? This transit is going to provide you with these opportunities for financial growth, your skill set, personal development in alignment with your true values in order to feel more secure about yourself. Next, I want to talk about Pluto. Now, Pluto shifted into the sign of Aquarius in November of 2024. So this is one of those ongoing transits that started in 2024, and it's going to be in this area of your life for the next 20 years. This is huge. And for you, this represents higher education, philosophical beliefs, long distance travel, cross-cultural experiences, taking a class, teaching a class, not just travel, but it's legal matters, it's publishing, it's all of these opportunities. And so Pluto representing transformation, power, birth, rebirth. Its influence is profound. It encourages like a shedding of the old in order to make room for the new. Wherever we have Pluto, the seed that was planted before we were born is now able to grow. And so there's this area of your life that is now going through a transformation. And for you, this is in beliefs, your worldview, or a quest for the truth. Having Pluto in your ninth house of philosophy and travel and higher learning is truly inviting you to explore, to transform your beliefs, your life philosophy, to go out and connect with other people who think differently, who act differently, who believe differently, either through a course or through visiting or traveling or connecting with them. Now, this transit can lead you to question deeply held convictions, or to pursue new studies or spiritual practices. This could also encourage you to travel to areas or to connect with people, places, and things that can reshape your worldview. Pluto's influence here, it often brings these life-altering experiences that are related to education or spiritual growth. It's encouraging you to explore beyond your personal comfort zone. You can ask yourself, what beliefs or ideas am I ready to let go of? And how can I expand on my understanding of the world? This is going to be a powerful time to really deepen your knowledge, to reshape your beliefs, and embrace these new perspectives that align with your authentic self. For you, Gemini, I want to talk about the cardinal signs. Because these areas of your life are going to be greatly affected. And so for you, it has to do with your goals, your direction, who do you align yourself with, your deep connection or your inner connection with other people. The house of creativity, and how do I create these things? How do I manifest this? What does giving birth to something mean? And it can be to a project, a side gig, to an idea, to children, and then to things that I value. With Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune all activating these cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, either by the planet going into it or a square in opposition, 2025 is really going to be this dynamic year for you in order to focus on highlighting your personal growth, your societal involvement, your finances, your education. The influence of these cardinal signs are cardinal in that they initiate, they start, they begin. And so this is truly encouraging you to take these proactive steps to develop more of a stable and meaningful life. This year is inviting you to expand your understanding of your personal values, to realign fulfilling friendships, to explore new financial opportunities with either making money or side gig or having your skill set being valued with what truly resonates with your evolving belief system and your values. Mars and Jupiter's influence is going to be here in 2025, inviting you to review your spending and your earning habits. This year is going to be ideal for you to establish these greater financial security and alignment with your material resources that align with your core values. And then having Pluto in Aquarius, it's going to encourage you to have this deep transformation within your beliefs and your educational pursuits. This will be a great time for you to expand your worldview, whether it's through travel or study or spiritual practices that resonate with your evolving self. Saturn and Neptune's presence activating your 11th house, it's going to emphasize the importance of supportive friendships, supportive goals, focusing on you building these societal networks that align with your ideals and supporting your growth, not just being on somebody else's train to move forward. For you, Gemini, 2025 is really going to be a year that emphasizes personal values, these societal connections, broadening your perspective. The planetary movements are coming throughout the year that are encouraging you to reflect on what truly matters for you, building these meaningful relationships, exploring your beliefs, expanding your understanding, because the transits, they're going to be touching on your finances, your community roles, your spiritual outlook. This year is going to offer this profound opportunity to align your values in order for you to make choices that support just your personal and your collective growth. With Mars retrograding, it's ending the year and starting your next year, having you think about your finances, your resources, your cash, your property. It's prompting you to review these topics that are near and dear to you with how can I emerge stronger and more secure. With Neptune and Saturn guiding you towards this deeper community connection with others, 2025 is rich with potential to have this growth opportunity for transformation. Jupiter transiting through your second house, it's really going to open up your values, your financial abundance, your self-worth. I absolutely love Jupiter in your second house because it expands. It's in a harmonious aspect with your career, your job, where the nodes are moving towards. I need to be focused on this. And so it's your second house of values, providing these opportunities for financial abundance. And then with Pluto transiting your ninth house, saying it's time for a change, a profound change in my beliefs. Reassess your financial habits in order for you to be able to realign with what genuinely matters to you. Invest in friendships moving forward and your community roles that truly inspire you. Look at, am I doing this for them? Or am I doing this with other people that we're all working towards the same goal? Embrace new perspectives that you can open yourself to transformative learning experiences. I'm hoping that 2025 is going to bring you clarity and fulfillment and this insight to make these empowered choices that resonate with your higher self, embracing the opportunities for growth and letting the year's transits guide you for more purposeful, connected, enriched life with other people. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below. If you're looking for a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe.